At the end of 2020, I went to see him, and he sent me for blood works and all kinds of checks. Oh, I had to pay for those things. But talking to me was free. And then he said, you got to come back before the month ends so we can get your results to you and tell you how you're doing. But we looked at your blood sugar and you are borderline diabetic. Your blood pressure looks like it's rising. So you've got to pay attention to what you're doing. You've been in your office for so many years. For the last 10 years of my career, I was a CEO. So a CEO, you get stuck in the office, literally. So I went back for the results. When they gave me the results, I went quiet. They said, Leon, you have prostate cancer. That's apart from the fact that you're looking like a borderline diabetic and your blood pressure is high. And we are hearing something in your heart. I have asked our next doctor to check you. We can't figure it out, but we're hearing something. We'll send you for another test. You know what happened? I went home. I couldn't talk. I lived at that time at my mom's. I didn't tell her what was happening. I just couldn't say it. A week after, there's this young lady whom I met when we were kids. We met in Turkey, Istanbul, for a conference. She came from the Philippines, I came from the Caribbean. And believe it or not, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my family, but I called this young lady and I said, I got some news from my doctor. I have prostate cancer. And he told me I must remove the prostate, but I have other options which he will not recommend. And I said, but doc, if you remove my prostate, that's the end of my sex life. And I'm a young man. And I still want to have another child. So he said, okay, Leon, but you need to act on this. Don't wait too long. And then my friend got back to me and she said, Leon, I found out about something here in the Philippines. I don't work for them, but I could invite you to a meeting with someone whom you know. Her name is Linda Mendoza. So I prepared myself, set up my Zoom, and I had some new people I was meeting on that Zoom, led by Ramon Ondo. Yes? 10 minutes into him telling me some stuff about the product, I said to him, and he would remember, I said, I'm ready, send it right away. How do I pay? He said, okay, listen, you sleep on it, don't rush. Take your time. Let it go through your head and see if this is the correct decision you want to make. But I know I had made the decision, you know why? Because my good friend from the Philippines, whom I had known from 1993, I trusted her. She speaks the truth. She tells you exactly what is in her brain, and she will declare everything that she knows about whatever she's recommended. So I trusted her. I didn't meet Mon before, but he echoed the same sentiments as my friend, and I said, I am ready. And we were in the month of December. It was December 5th or so, 5th or the 6th. And I said to him, I said, I need to get this right away. If you wait in my country when you buy things from overseas and they have to ship it, it gets to the port and it gets locked down for Christmas. And what is worse, in January we celebrate Carnival. And we have lots of stuff coming in, all kinds of feathers from all over the world to make costumes. And I was scared about it getting locked down on the port. I said, Mon, can you really send it like today? He said, don't worry, Leon. I will arrange. My wife will do all that she could do to get it to DHL and ship it to you. I was shocked. It got to me in less than 10 days. I want to jump a little and tell you guys something. I started using the capsules just as recommended. In the first month, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the evening. And thereafter, 1 capsule in the morning, 1 in the evening. In 3 weeks, in just 3 weeks, my whole physiology changed. I went to the office. They didn't see me for 3 months. And as I entered the office, the receptionist says, Mr. Granger, what's happening to you? I said, well, you're accustomed to seeing me dressed up. Today I decided to come in my t-shirt and jeans and slippers. She said, no, it's not your clothes. Your face looks so different. What it is you're doing? I said, oh, I heard a testimony on the Zoom program for a product I'm using based on stem cell, and it's supposed to make you look younger. It makes you better and it makes you younger. I'll tell you more about that before I leave the stage. Listen, I took it, I gave it to my mom who was 86 years old, and I could see the spark in her. You know, she was more eloquent. She was remembering stories of her childhood days. And every now and then she'll pull her mouth organ and play some songs for me. Yes. And she'll say, you see my teeth? I have strong teeth. I have good vision. I can see all the way to the junction. Her eyes were that strong, you know. So I said, this thing works. And stem cells work from the top of your head right onto your toes. So I know things were happening to me. In fact, I started to feel the difference. Physically, I was more alert. I could remember stuff. I don't have to have a script if I'm speaking to staff, that kind of thing. I was able to sleep better. When I awoke in the morning, I was energy-filled, that kind of thing. So I started telling friends about it. Now, this is the sad part of the story. I discovered that some of your closest friends don't listen to you. And in my case, I was speaking to my brothers. You see, folks, I have 10 brothers. Now, in 2 months, 2 of my brothers died from heart attacks. They're younger than me, eh? I'm the first. And then a 3rd brother died from prostate cancer. That's 3 of them in just a few months. What I didn't expect was that I was somewhere in the lineup. You could never tell where you are. Thank God I was taking Pertier already. Because one brother died just one day before my mom's birthday. My mom is May 14th, he died on the 13th. And then in July, I started building a new house. I called my favorite brother, I said, I need a piece of steel sheet so the trucks could go over the driveway to deliver materials. Leon, I will see what I can do. And 2 weeks after, he got a heart attack and died. And 1 week after that, I started feeling ill. And I went, now mind you, that's 3 brothers I lost from heart attacks. And another brother from prostate cancer, 4 of them. And although I'm the eldest, you know, for some reason, the thing in my body was keeping me going, because I started in 2020. This is 2023 they died. You know what happened? I called the doctor and he said, Leon, I told you I was hearing something in your heart. Come here now. And when I went, they had the stretcher out in the car park waiting for me, took me into the lab, hooked me up, and they said, Leon, you're a lucky guy. You should have been dead. You could have died. Could you imagine? So there was a death sentence for me, huh? But thank God, I was on Berthier. Because of the people who wanted to tell me and recommend to me something that is going to work in my body. You know, she's sitting right there, and I don't know if I'm seeing tears, too much light is in my eye. But Evelina Consol is the young lady I met in Turkey. And she is now part of this whole system. Now, I didn't immediately jump into the business side, and I'll tell you that story next time. But I thank God for Evelina Consol and for Erlinda Mendoza and for asking Mom to speak to me just to be certain. And that his wife decided, yes, we will do whatever is necessary, do all the paperwork, make sure it gets to DHL and it doesn't get caught up in the Christmas traffic. But here has been good to me. And for the rest of my life, oh, by the way, this year I'll be 70. So I have been praying for 30 more. For the next 30 years, oh, my aunt just turned 100. My mother is 91. My uncle is 97. The thing is, you might have the genes in your body for longevity, but if you don't take care of it, it would not deliver. You could play the fool. I could step off here and not bother and end up breaking my foot. So you've got to take care of your body, you know. The alcohol drinking, the beer drinking, the cigarette smoking, the overeating. So, taking care of yourself along with the best supplement in the world. Yes! Has done it for me, and you are no different. It will do it for you too. Thank you very much for listening to my story.